are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And I hope that you are having an awesome Tuesday as we're getting ready to nibble around and hang out and just have a good time. And it's good to see some of the people that already stopped by in the chat. I see Papa Cotton is already applauding the new 24-hour timeout edition that YouTube added. Goals, Papa, goals. Lurch, slight return. What's going on, Lurch? Good to see you. And of course, as always, guys, remember to go ahead and share the links out there to let everybody know that we're going, because I am the most hated guinea pig on YouTube. And screw you, Uncle Bollywood, you son of a bitch. And of course, we're joined by an awesome cast up here on the panel. We got Trina of Real Horror. What's going on, Trina?
Not much. Happy to be here. How you guys doing?
No, doing well, doing well. It's always a pleasure to have you. Of course, we're joined, as always, by Slasher McSplitter. What up, Slasher?
It's good. How's everybody doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well. And we got our representation from the north, the cold north. We got Steve. What's up, Steve?
Nothing much. Doing splendidly. My hatred level is only at 87%.
Only
so,
80%.
And I'm quitting tobacco, which will raise it to 97% fairly fucking soon.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll be a slackjaw faggot if you do. Don't do it. See, I would never get away with saying that.
Oh, so that's what's caused it. Oh, sorry.
I won't get away with saying that on like E-Teps or Vinny's. I won't even do that to them, or even Trina's. I have a little bit more respect for their channels than I have for my own. But Steve, you need those vices, man. Don't quit. Don't be a quitter.
Yeah, well, it's getting fucking expensive. That's the thing.
Yeah, you gotta quit. You should quit, all of you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas. What the hell is this world coming to when we're being told we got to stop tobacco products? I might as well just not even live. So, God, I unfortunately wound up in a panel where they were talking about Star Wars yesterday. And don't get me wrong, the Star Wars talk wasn't horrible. But it reminded me, after the stream was over, how much I hate talking about Star Wars.
I packed away all my stuff. It's in storage.
I have nothing left in me to talk about anymore. I want to start talking about fun. And I know one of the things that I'm planning on doing coming up soon, I'm going to let everybody, of course, know in advance what I'm going to do. We're going to have another return of Going Old School yet again. This time we are actually going to wind up taking a deep dive into the Transformers of 1986 movie. We're going to go over everything about that movie, all the things that were great about it, all the things that were wrong, all the characters that we know for sure on screen died, and the ones that we could pretty much interject have died because we may have seen their character in one small clip through the beginning of the movie. We're also going to discuss which characters more than likely died off screen before the movie was even made. And there's going to be a whole host of things to talk about. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And this is something I probably should have did back in August when the movie first released. But unfortunately, because Cringer died, that kind of set everything off. And my entire timetable for all that stuff has just been skewed. Don't fuck this up, Mitchell! But when we get to that, we're going to have a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to get some people up here that really enjoyed that movie and really want to take the deep dive and talking about all that stuff in there.
Which movie was it?
Oh, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Transformers '86.
Oh,
the only one that matters.
Yeah, I was doing something.
You son of a bitch! God damn him!
Yeah, I just ruined the whole. Sorry. You know,
goddamn son of a bitch. What's going on, Soul Assassin? Good to see you. People should sign waivers when having Tommy in their streams. He's unpredictable. This is true. I have been known to say a few really bad things on stream when I don't mean it. It just kind of happens. I know how it is, Steeg. I hate quitting smoking because I'm an ass if I try to quit.
Oh, no, that's not what he said. He said, I'm an ass if I try to quit. That's what it says.
We know
drunk.
what he meant.
He's drunk. He's on drugs.
I think we all do at this point. I know Papa's sick of hearing about it just in general. The only thing he wants to hear about is some of the old Star Wars toys, which when I do a going old school, and I think that's going to be right around in November is when we found out about JJ. It's going to be a JJ tribute going old school, and I'm going to talk about all the old school Star Wars figures and play sets and everything else.
Finally, Star Wars talk I want to hear. Finally.
Right?
I have a picture of JJ's Star Wars chair still.
Oh, yeah, that gaming chair that he made.
Yeah, I played X-Wing in it. He made it's awesome.
Hey, what's going on? The lovely Sherry, good to see you. Good to see you. I hope that you were doing well. So, Trina, talking about some of the things that she's doing on her channel, I know she's got another movie review coming up.
Can you do like X-rated stuff on YouTube?
No.
You can't.
Oh, she's talking about something else then. My bad.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing The Crow tomorrow, and Slash is gonna be joining us, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And the month of October will be fun. Will be fun because instead of just normal horror like we usually do, I'm gonna try to like stick to actual Halloween type movies. So that should be fun.
Awesome. Well, I mean, there's only so many of the actual Halloween movies that were actually any good to watch, but there's plenty of other ones that actually delve into the subject of Halloween. Like there was one, wasn't there one called Samhain?
It sounds familiar. I'm not sure, but there's like there's Rob Zombie has 31. You said you were a fan of that, right, Tommy?
I don't recall 31. I seen House of a Thousand Corpses. I seen Devil's Rejects. I seen Three from Hell. His Halloween movies, like I could take the first Halloween and just the very beginning before he tries to redo the original one. That's all I could tolerate as Halloween movies. Beyond that, I don't really recall anything else that he's done. Because it was just that forgettable to me.
Yeah, I'm actually not much of a. I actually don't like Rob Zombie as a director. But there's other horror movies that are Halloween themed. Like there's Soul Assassin mentioned Trick or Treat. Yeah, The Crow we're doing tomorrow, and Halloween 1978 we'll be doing on actual Halloween this year because Tommy is the best and he's given me that Tuesday to stream. So thank you for that, Tommy.
Not a problem.
Yeah, Vinny asked to do 2 as well. So yeah, we'll probably do 1 and 2.
Rob Zombie's best movie is El Super Beasto.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't recall that one. Real quick, what's going on? Brutal Morningwood. Brutal Morningwood is in the house. Apparently, you can do product reviews with products in your lap when you're not wearing any pants. Oh, you can, or you mean you cannot? But I can't tell you how I learned that. You can actually do the reviews. It's just not saying that you won't have charges pressed against you. The Deg Outlaw's also in the house. What's up, Doc? It's good to see you, man. I hope that you're doing well. Bad Take Bojan also in the house. What is going on, Tina? Not Trina. I hope that you're doing well. It's good to see you. And, Trina was busting my balls and saying that I said it once, and I totally blame Vinny for this one.
It's all good.
Oh, it's an animated. Oh, okay. That might be why I don't recall seeing it before. We are joined by somebody else on the panel. We have Tree Rock Creations with us. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm just trying to test my mic out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear myself through the my speakers because they were echoing. I had to turn that off. So I'm just trying to talk to the mic through without having a monitor. So it's kind of weird. I think I'll just try to use one ear. There we go. Yeah. Am I too loud or am I too soft or?
You sound fine to me.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I got a question for Trina.
Yeah. What's up?
Have you ever seen Tag the Assassination Game?
No, I haven't.
Has anyone seen that?
Never heard of it.
That's a pretty good movie to watch around the Halloween time. It stars as Linda Hamilton from
Sarah Connor.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's on YouTube, so you can watch it from YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube has the entire movie, sometimes they don't.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like send a link or something, and I'll check it out. Absolutely.
All right. I was just wondering if you seem to be a big horror fan, and I didn't know if you knew about that movie or not.
No, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, I accidentally caught that when I was pulling a security guard shift, unarmed security guard duty over at a car lot, and I had access to a lot of cable, and that was on late at night, and I thought it was kind of entertaining.
Cable is that nice talk for what you were applying to the women? Hold on now. We got to get this right.
No. Nice try.
What's going on, Daytona?
What's up, Daytona?
And what's going on, Frankie? Good to see you, honk honk. Always good to see Frankie in the chat.
So
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Soul Assassin posted the link to the tag.
Yeah, I brought that up.
Yeah, thank you, Soul Assassin.
Yeah, Soul Assassin is the best for finding all that stuff, man. He is a godsend in the chat every single time. But what else? What else does everybody have going on? Tree Rock, what do you got going on?
Well, I've been working on a lot of projects, but I haven't got a lot of them completed. But my Rumble channel, I'm trying to get 4 channels started, and I already got 2. But for years, I've been working on projects, editing a lot of the projects, which takes a lot of time. And I just now got my mic working, and it took me a long time to get my mic working because when you're working at another job that's very demanding, you're always learning new tech stuff because I'm a computer tech and was in the administration area, and I got laid off. So now I have a lot of time. So I'm working on a lot of projects that I've been working on for years off and on, trying to get organized, and that's difficult. I've lost some files, but which means I lost some work, and I had to go back and redo some stuff. But that's okay. Usually when that happens, I do it better than what it was before. But if you want me to post a link for the Rumble channel, which basically is my main channel, it'll take you to all the other channels that I'm working on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
What's going on, Chaos Hoy? I'm doing all right, man. I hope that you're doing well today. I'm just chilling out, just relaxing. Having one of those days. I actually got videos done ahead of time for a freaking change. So I'll be posting another full-length video tomorrow, or about as close to full length as I can get. And then that's one thing before I hand it over to Slasher, so he can tell you what he's got going on. Yeah, we're going to do some of this beforehand, so you guys kind of get an idea of what everybody's up to and where we're heading before we just have some chill campfire chats. But one of the things I want to talk about is these son of a bitches that do these damn toy reviews. I don't spend a whole lot of time doing the 20-minute toy review because I don't see any point in it. The thing is, if you're going to give a toy review, I want to be able to keep somebody's attention for the whole toy review, not just part of it, because I want to do a 20-minute toy review just to hear myself talk. And every single time I do a damn review on one of these things, I don't care if it's a movie, a figure, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you 100% honesty what I think about the figure. If there are flaws with it, even if I enjoy the figure, I'm going to point out every last one of these flaws. I just watched three more toy review guys today. And every last one of them, for some of the figures that I've reviewed and the problems I've pointed out to them, they're ignoring it. And I'm looking right at the picture. And one of them was a NECA figure, and Trina probably knows where I'm going.
The legs.
Yes, one leg longer than the other. He's holding the thing up, and it's like, dude, one leg's longer than the other. Why aren't you saying that? And then he turns the legs to one side so that it makes it look like they're both the same size. I'm like, you son of a bitch. No integrity whatsoever. So just know this one. When you watch one of these videos of me that I put out on these toys, I'm going to give you 100% honesty on them. And I think that's something that's lacking in a lot of these other people because they want to simp out to these damn companies so they can get free products, or they could hopefully get noticed by one of those companies so they can get free products. I couldn't give a rat's ass if every last one of those companies that I do toy reviews for were freaking giving me endorsements and sending me product. If the shit's fucked up, I'm going to tell you it's fucked up. So I got that out of the way. Slasher, what do you got going on, buddy?
On Saturday, we're going to watch The Warriors and then do a review on it. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, love that movie.
Yep.
And goddamn, that was 3 years ago now. 3 years ago that we took that trip out to Coney Island.
2021? 2021, I think. Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was 2020 for some reason.
It was 2021. It was, I think it was like 5 days before they opened the park. It was right before they opened the park for the season. I remember that.
Yeah, it was because they were opening like that weekend or something. We were like a couple days off.
Yeah.
That's such a fun movie. Guys, if you've never seen The Warriors, you really got to watch that. Like, oh, man, this is just glorious. Came out in 1979. Incredible movie. It was really leading into what we wound up getting in the 80s with a lot of those post-apocalyptic type movies, because that's partially what this one is. And the pigs are doing okay. They're doing okay. Matter of fact, Jumper was out for a short earlier today, so he's doing good. Everybody's good here. How are you? Soul Assassin, most toy reviewers are bought off. I really do feel that way. I do feel a lot of them are bought off. Like, some of this simping is ridiculous. I'm going to start lying to everyone and start a cult. Damn it, Papa, don't become a Democrat. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, and most certainly is.
Don't become a YouTuber.
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just an asshole with a mic. Just saying they're such suck-ups. You better believe it. It is true. They are suck-ups. Like, they drive me nuts. I don't think that's too much to ask. You want a henchman? I do make one hell of a henchman, as fate would have it. It's a real thing. LLD, long leg discrepancy. Who knew? It is for NECA, and there's absolutely no reason that it keeps happening. No reason.
Yeah, it's not a new issue, so I'm not really sure why it keeps happening.
What's up, Decepticon? It drives me nuts too, especially when the rest of the figure looks amazing. Mm-hmm. Like all the detail and everything they put in, and then they have something stupid like that. Like one leg is longer than the other. Or even like that T-1000. I swear his legs look too stumpy. Like he almost looks like he's got dwarfism in his legs, and the rest of his body are normal sized.
Yeah, those big toy reviewers, they're most likely, I don't remember who said it, someone said they're bought off. They're most likely sponsored by the big toy companies, and they get to, get those toys for free just for giving a favorable review. I mean, it's sweet to get those toys, but I couldn't lie. I couldn't lie to people and be like, yeah, spend your money on this when it's a piece of junk. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I hear you, Decepticon. I think we're all getting to that point now where it's getting really hard to buy stuff. And as a collector, that just, for me, that drives me absolutely insane. Because I look at that figure on the shelf and I'm thinking, do I want to eat this week or do I want to get that toy? Well, looks like I'm not eating this week.
Priorities.
You know what? I'm already down 10 pounds, so I think it's working out very well for me.
Yeah, you got to go on the toy diet.
Super villains rock. Too stupid to be a super villain? No, Papa. No. Stieg.
Yes.
Do you got anything coming up?
A top 10 stream with Mora tomorrow. Monthly.
Awesome.
We're doing top 10 favorite comic book characters.
You know what? Let's talk about something that you're pretty passionate about real quick. And this is actually a topic that Mara had brought up.
Pamela Anderson?
No, about the Lord of the Rings, about the shit that freaking Amazon was doing. She made that post earlier about the discrepancy between Amazon and the One Ring show that they were doing and the freaking Lord of the Rings. How something was out of time. It couldn't have happened.
They're using Rivendell 100 years before it was even built. You might say, 100 years isn't that long, but I mean, put it in our world then. If they had like cell phones or something 100 years ago. Pretty stupid.
That's a pretty bad discrepancy too. Especially, well, here's the thing, and this kind of gets back in the same thing we were talking about with the toy reviews. So you get some of these people that are reviewing the show and they're saying it's absolutely great. Some of them, there are some of them out there, and they're just ignoring all that shit because once again, let's just throw canon out the window and let's just go by my fifis.
Yeah. Basically, what I think they're doing, they're just looking up stuff on some wiki page and getting the gist of a couple of events, right? And then they just, this looks cool. Let's put it in. They're doing the same with the Wheel of Time.
And that drives me nuts. Like, why would they go to Wikipedia? Like, how is that your source?
How often do you see these retards, though, quoting Wikipedia on Twitter? Yeah, this
Constantly.
It's on Wikipedia. Like, really? It says edit in the top corner.
You know, I've gotten to an argument with one of those idiots when all you have to do is see, and that's your source, you know exactly what happened. They quoted something from Wikipedia. And Tree Rock, yeah. David Patrick Kelly. He was in the Warriors. He was
also James
48
Remar.
Hours.
James Remar was in 48 Hours.
Oh yeah,
yes, he was.
And David Patrick Kelly, two guys.
And one other one.
Oh, who else?
Sonny Lanham.
Oh, he was. What was he? One of the background guys? Oh, he was a cop.
He was the cop. Yeah, he was the cop that gets hit in the baseball bat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're all good actors.
What's going on, Vinny?
Hey guys.
Hey, Vinny.
How you doing? How's everybody?
Oh, Tommy, you know what else I saw? I remember you mentioned this movie a couple weeks ago, The Quest.
Yeah.
I really didn't like that movie. I finally sat down and watched it. It was a piss poor version of Bloodsport.
Yeah, you know what though? I think the reason why I enjoyed it more, now hear me out, is because it wasn't tied to a fake true story.
Well, you know, Frank Dukes had something to do with that movie, though, right?
What, The Quest?
His name's in the credits, yeah.
Really?
Frank Dukes is in the credits, yep.
See, that just ruins that one now, too. Damn it! Is there nothing sacred anymore?
Oh, Dukes.
Fucking guy. Ay. He had everybody buying into that bullshit that he really went to China and competed in a blood sport. We're also joined by Brutal Morningwood. Oh, what's up, Brutal?
Hey.
Hey, Brutal.
Hey, bro.
No, you mentioned asshole YouTubers and stuff. So I figured I'd pop in.
Well, I'm glad that you puckered your way on the stream. We appreciate it.
Well, when you're foolish, kind enough to send me the link, I'm going to be foolish. Smart enough to click it.
I wouldn't send anybody a link that I didn't want up here.
Right on.
That's the thing. So,
Right. Because
Soul
it's just
says
weird.
the channels that show for the TV shows are losing views to the actual fans who make fun and call out the bullshit. You're absolutely right, and it needs to happen more often, because if they would have been doing that years ago, they would just call out the bullshit and stop watching it. Guess what? A lot of these franchises probably would have already started turning around by now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Vinny, I know Vinny loves talking about that. Go ahead. And use all the bad words you want. It's my channel.
They're all a bunch of phony fucks. Every last one of them. And their mothers and their sisters and their brothers.
No, it's but it's true. These people, man, they're clowns. They sit there bitching. They want your rage bucks, because that's what it comes down to. They have this fake hatred because they secretly love this shit. They absolutely do, and it's making them have a comfortable living on top of it. Because they'll bitch and whine, they'll watch it all, and then they'll ask you for super chats in order for them to continue doing what they're doing. It's a weird cycle that just, again, it's keeping these people and these companies in business. Why would you do that?
Put your hand in that popcorn bucket. What's up, Snorted Poopus, man? Good to see you. How? Whoa, humans and other critters. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. RoboCop game.
But yeah, man. Yeah, they all got their hands and their heads in the popcorn bucket. It's disgusting.
The popcorn bucket has a hole in it, and they're sucking each other up.
They'd have to get the head inside the bucket, though.
They have large buckets in America to keep people nice and fat.
Have you never seen the gay frogs in the theater?
They have the R2D2 special buckets.
Wasn't that thing the size of a trash can?
Something like that.
The last special bucket I got at a boy, that just sounds bad. So it's like,
Did it have a hole in the bottom, Trina?
Extra bucket.
The special bucket.
special.
That's right. Get in there, husband. Eat that roast beef.
R2 got STD too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was a I want to say it was the first.
Come on,
I
spit
think
it
it
out.
was Batman. It might have been Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
I want
Well,
to say
it's-
that I want to say that was the one and I think that one had Batman and Superman on it.
Are you sure it's not Buckman? Given what's in the popcorn.
But it was just like artwork on top of a regular bucket, right?
It was just like a white bucket with
Yeah.
like
wasn't,
screen printed art on it.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's not a proper cinema boner unless it has butter on it.
What's up, Scrambles? Yes, bully the snowflakes. Right? Yeah, Chaos Boy. Yep. Look, Mom, no pants. Why did you just say that? You're on panel.
Oh shit.
What you got here? People griping about Hollywood don't support the indies. Right? Just say it. Just go ahead and say it. Just unmute and say it.
Imagine some cinema worker though walking up to someone and go, "Hey, can I take your bucket, please?" No. Got boner in it.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you when you're having a conversation or anything like that because I'm new here. So basically, I agree with you guys. There's a lot of people out there just talking about bashing Hollywood and they accept these super chats, but they don't go out and support the indies. There's plenty of projects out there, but they don't support them. All they do is gripe about Hollywood and accept super chats.
Yeah, but they support the stuff they're telling everyone else to boycott while getting super chats.
That's
for it.
correct, which is ridiculous. You know, if I wanted to do that years ago, I've had a YouTube channel for 10 years, but I never wanted to do that because I don't have a passion for it. I'd rather be positive and try to make people laugh, and so they can escape from reality. And I think that's valuable more than just. It's so easy just to gripe about something and not do anything about it, you know, and just accept money for it. It's too easy for me, and that's not me. I always like to do things the hard way anyway. So
yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. I mean, and isn't that it? Because I mean, how many times have I done this and talked about it? But I actually have, you know, work that I'm putting out. I'm working damn hard on these projects because I want to give, you know, the people something that they could really escape into, something that's going to be totally different from what the hell's going on, totally different from other comic books as well. You know, I go with this very cinematic approach because, again, I want people to be just kind of pulled into these worlds. And like you said, though, these people don't showcase proper independent creators, not at all, not ever. One guy used to own a comic book shop, and he doesn't fucking talk about any of this stuff, and that's what's really irritating. You know, how could you preach something and then not practice any of it? To me, it's a damn joke. Just looks like a dirty grift.
And if anybody should know how hard it is for an independent creator, it should be him because he was in the business.
Yeah. Again, yeah, you know the numbers. You know how difficult it is. That most of these comic shops, they don't want to have independent people in there. It's only shelf space for the big two. You know, and then they'll get a couple of other shitty companies like IDW and these other things in there. But why? Because they had licenses for big properties that they lost recently.
Well, but just because it's independent doesn't mean it's also good, though.
Yeah, but in this sphere, you have an opportunity to, I don't know, maybe buy one book, take a look at it, give an honest review. If it's good, then promote it. That's usually how that works. You know.
Yeah, and you can do research on what you want to put your money towards and what you don't want to put your money towards. There's plenty of information out there on the internet.
Well, not only that, but a lot of these independent creators, especially Vinny, I know Red has done it in the past, so has Nerium, Chris as well. A lot of these guys will give you kind of teasers of what they're doing. They kind of give you like, you know, behind the scenes look of what's coming up. So you kind of know whether or not you want to support it. It's not like mainstream comics where you see the cover, and if you're allowed to thumb through the pages at the comic book store, that's about as far as you're going to get at seeing what you're getting ready to purchase. And you may pick up a book that may have an amazing looking cover, and maybe some of the panels look nice, and you start reading it, and it's the worst fucking story you've ever read in your life.
Yeah.
And real quick, we do have a drive-by comment.
What car is that coming up? Creep. Drive-by!
This one here is from Frankie. I think they're called fuck it buckets.
This is true. Just like the majority of that community, right? I don't know, man. To me, it's just it does turn my stomach. And the narrative of having comic shops like they should go out of business type of thing. Well, if they don't want to put proper support, yeah, because I mean, even these local ones, I used to do signings at a couple of comic shops, and again, then these things just kind of dry up, but they don't want these people in there anymore. But when you have local talent in there, the business does great. Those creators do great. So why not have them in there more often? I don't know. There's a lot of things that they're screwing up. The whole system's broken. And I used to talk to the Jeppy family too at Diamond Distribution. And those people, man, what a colossal disappointment they turned out to be. Because I was friends with a couple of them. And just to see how they let shit go and just, I don't know, I just all felt the shit. They could have started their own comic book company. And because they're their own do their own distribution, you could have cut better deals. You could have given people a fair shot, but they didn't want to invest the money into it. They claim that they love comic books, and to me, that's a lie. You love old comic books, and you love the value of them. That's why you kept buying up every one of these. You know, if you found a 9.0 Amazing Fantasy 15, because that's what they would do with these shows. They'd collect up all those very rare comic books, because they had the money to drop on them, you know? And they'd also beat out other collectors who maybe they were saving up to get certain books and shit. to me, like I said, it's broken. The whole system's broken. Indie, the crowdfunding thing, it had a proper approach, and most of these people, they're too drama filled, and it's just no one wants to really help each other. And then you just have like this fight for internet celebrity instead, you know.
Speaking of fight, Doc is like slinging like barbs at me. Like, what's going on here, Doc? Look, take it easy with the scalpels. You don't have to throw them at me.
Hey.
I don't have to say that. I mean, everybody knows that your work is amazing.
Hell yeah.
Did I even have to say it, Adega? I've spoken about how great your work is. God damn it! I got that Doc throwing needles at me. Take it easy, Doc.
He can't do that. At first, do no harm. He's violating that oath.
I'll show you. I'll put that stethoscope in the freezer for a little while.
In case you haven't, yeah, Doc. I believe Doc is still listed, and I've got so many people's names in that long list of people that I got in there. I need to update it because I still have JJ's in there. I leave it in there for him, like kind of like leave the light on for him, even though he's not here anymore. But I need to update it, and I need to add a few more people in there. Try to support as many people as I can. Try to help those out, that pretty much help out all of us. So, I mean, that's what it is. You're going to hear a lot of people in this so-called sphere because it's not a community, it's not a fellowship, it's a YouTube sphere. Oh, you're going to hear a lot of these people talk about how they rise together and how they, we support one another, and you never see those people supporting anybody. Never see them.
Nope, they never do.
Damn right,
they never will. It's only other celebrities, people who are already famous. That's it.
It seems to be we rise together until I'm past you in subs.
Yeah, that's what it seems
we're
like.
in this together until I'm more than you, and then
Yeah.
you're on your own.
Yeah.
Hey, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, we know, Frankie. We know.
It's bullshit.
Adega will violate everything. I like this new Doc. Where has he been? This is the guy that should be on panel with us.
He's like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder where my glove will go.
One fist, two fists, red fist, blue fist.
This is a wristed development.
This is getting really deep.
The most ham-fisted doctor out there.
Bitchwood. I try to come correct as often as possible, Lurch. If I'm slipping, somebody will let me know. Luffy is God. What's going on? How about we call it a trust circle? Gay shit, it's a community. Yes, Stieg understands.
Yeah, I understand the fellow. Him and Jens.
Lurch, I don't know. I stopped watching this stuff a while ago. And look, I understand everybody's argument about him, and I understand people's arguments against him. And one of the things that I don't like is the fact that he passes off these fake Reddit reports as being real. Now, even though he says they're just rumor, the way he incites his audience, yeah, they think it's real. And they run around on the internet yelling at people, you don't know what you're talking about. Kathleen Kennedy's on the way out the door because he said so, from a Reddit post.
Yeah. And
Have
then
you guys
something minor
forgot?
happens that was confirmed 5 years ago anyway. And he's like, yeah, this wasn't a rumor. I reported on it. So something's right. He reported on it. Everything that doesn't pan out is a rumor.
Have you guys forgot? The only cock to trust is Hans' cock.
Yeah. You get popcorn with that one.
Listen, anyone could go on Reddit and go, I have sources. My source was Mark Hamill. And yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is blah, 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 blah next week and blah, blah, blah. 7 years in a row. It's all bullshit. Just remember that. Stop worshiping these clowns and worship me.
Kathleen Kennedy is too powerful to be canceled and fired. And like 2 minutes later, she's getting fired again.
What's up, Keely Chow?
Well, I, for one, remember back when we actually had a lot of movies, video games, and comic books and action figures. But now I'm thinking of all the generations coming up now. Uh, how would you get an action figure to a kid? How would you get a comic book to a kid? And comic books, just so um, Vinny should know about this. They called comic books because they were funny, right? Are they funny now?
No.
No.
Just the creators are with their political views.
I actually did a little checkup when I was at the grocery store the other day, because that's where they used to sell comics up here in Norway, and huge walls with comics. And I tried to brainstorm, and I realized, when I grew up, we had like 30, 40 different comics at the grocery stores. So I checked this morning to see what they have now. 3.
Wow.
That's it. And kids who read comics, and even kids that read books, are taught to use their imagination. And it's the same with action figures, because they're making up stories with the action figures, right?
Oh yeah, remember the old Star Wars Kenner line when it first came out? It's like, now you can continue their adventures.
Yep.
Yeah. The stuff that's replaced them, though, are character skins in video games.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, and
cosmetic thing in some video game.
Yeah, it's super sad, isn't it? That's why there is going to be no imagination, moving forward.
Look at the writers we have today, right? That a lot of them were born around the 2000 mark, right? They're in their early 20s now. They have no creativity. Creativity is gone in Hollywood. Guess why? They've never been thought to use their imagination. Been taught to use their imaginations.
Yeah, that's a great point. Because
again, I only make great points.
Yeah. Well, it's true. You only do make great points. But again, like you were saying, though, kids. For me, I hated reading those summer books. When I started reading comic books, I wanted to read more. That alone, it's like it's that next step that kids need, because they want to see something that's fun. It's not just if you're forced to do this, it's like a chore. But if it's something that you actually want to read and you enjoy it, then you're gonna get that hunger for more. You want more stories. You want more cool things. So yeah, it's gonna make you read more. You're gonna be smarter for it. There's so many things that it benefits, and that's why they don't want that. They want a dumb society that's glued to their phones. Do you know these kids, like, they're getting neurological problems because they're always staring at these screens and stuff?
Yeah.
My cousin's kids. I remember this was a couple of years back. The kid had major problems going on. His motor skills were getting screwed up because he was just like glued to like these, the Game Boys, your Nintendo Switch type things. It's when they took him away from it, he started to, wake up a little bit more. Ultimately, he did turn out to be a good kid, thank God. But you can't have these things babysitting people. It's gonna stop creativity. It's gonna stop everything. And again, that's what they want. They want a a society of zombies. Brutal. The fourth. Remember.
Well, often said that these video games coming out nowadays are 60 frames per second, and some of them, I think, some of them are 120 frames per second. But 60 frames per second compared to 30 frames per second, or even 24 frames per second. How much can your eyes take before they get burned out? If you have a kid that's playing a video game at 60 frames per second for years, how is that going to affect their eyesight?
Right. And kids aren't like other people because they don't really have any other responsibilities. So they'll come home from school and just play these things. So they're glued for hours and hours and hours at a time. Most of us, we've done that at certain times, but it's just like because you wanted to clear a game because you had no more time in the day or whatever. But adults, again, we work, we do other things, so we can't do that. We relegate these things for a certain time during the weekend, and we get a little bit of fun in. But these kids, it's nonstop. So yeah, it's constant. It's bombardment of this stuff to their senses.
It's all dumbed down.
Yeah.
There's hand holding all through it.
Yep.
Well, you know what? One of the things that the chat is pointing out, and most definitely. Doc was talking about creativity is also the playground of those with self-esteem, personal motivation, and drive, and that kind of leads into some of the stuff that Soul Assassin is talking about. Read to kids when they're young to develop their minds.
Yep.
And with that, we said go outside and do something. Yeah, go outside and do something. Go outside. Go do something. Don't sit in the house and stare at the walls all day. Go outside and enjoy life a little bit. I mean, that's also where your creativity, begins to blossom a little bit.
Yeah, because if you're out walking, you'll think.
Yep.
But it's that saying from that famous book that the mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie knows what it went back to Italy. Comic book called Fumetti, Smokies. They thought the word balloons looked like smoke. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just little fun fact. Like I pretty much raised myself from the age of 9. I was never home. I was 10 years old, like 3 towns away on my bicycle.
Yeah, same.
Going down the river on a chunk of foam, Tom Sawyer style.
Yeah.
Like you said, like playing outside. Like you haven't lived until you've been knocked off a mountain of dirt with a dirt clump with rocks in it, and you got hit in the nuts. These kids don't know what it is. My nephews, the only thing they touch is an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Like the only thing. My brother was power washing the house one day. My nephew's inside playing Power Washer Simulator.
What the?
I'm like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 7 years old. I was carrying bundles of shingles up a plank, up a roof,
Yeah.
At least you got some vitamin D.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is mailiness in the chat? I'm sure there's a Kevin Spacey joke coming. Vitamin D. Oh shit.
Yeah, Papa lost a girlfriend over Gran Turismo.
How do you even do that? I would love to. I wish he would.
Did you never see Wall Rats, Trina?
It's obvious
but
though.
I don't
He
remember
drove
it.
her away.
It was probably the
Remember
trophy
he was
wife.
playing the hockey game. He had it on pause all night and got up and started playing, and that was just like the finisher. And she walked out.
She
on
left
him.
out the window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, that's why you never bet for pinks.
Absolutely, Doc. It is a mental exercise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're getting no mental exercise or physical exercise.
Right.
Even
Kids
then,
are turning into dumb blobs.
I spent my share of summers playing duck hunt. All right, we're kind of like that weird generation where we had both.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, but retrieving the ducks out of the water after your dad shot them was no fun.
I played duck hunt the right way.
I
rolled on the floor like Riggs from Lethal Weapon, shooting that gun.
Nice.
No.
I think Brutal's father was like, put down those shingles and go catch that duck.
Well, no, he taught me how to walk by tripping me. That's how he taught me how to walk.
Yeah. I don't want to hear how he taught you how to swim. He's like, hold these bricks. Push you in the water.
He got underwater and was like, if you can survive this, then you're good.
That's right.
Right.
That's pretty much it. That's kind of exactly how it went down. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Soul Assassin, that is not out of the realm of possibilities. That was a fun movie. It's probably that was towards the end of his fun movies.
Wasn't that his first movie? Oh,
Mallrats?
his second movie.
No,
second.
that was like a second or third.
Second or third, yeah.
Yeah, because the first one,
Clerks.
was it Clerks or was there something else that he was working on before that?
I think it was Clerks.
Yeah, I think it was Clerks too. Not Clerks 2, but Clerks as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it should have been Clerks, and then I think Mallrats. I think it was in that order. Because he sold off his comic book collection with one of these movies to fund it, and then he ended up buying it back.
Damn, Scramble still got a CRT TV, so he can play Duck Hunt, Lethal Forces, etc. Nice.
Oh shit!
taught kids to hate 8-bit dogs. Yeah, I think it was Clerks, but I couldn't remember if he had worked on something before that. BB Gun Wars. We used to have a lot of BB Gun Wars. I remember somebody got shot in the back and the pellet got lodged into their shoulder blade.
Ooh,
We had firework wars. We built little snow castles, snow forts, and
Nice.
fired fireworks at each other's fort while we were in it.
crazy.
One kid caught fire actually, but it was fun anyway.
These things happen.
Hey, you live, you learn. Story poop is my father taught me how to cross streets by taking me to downtown DC, had me cross 6-lane roads. Naturally, I was run over and killed. Oh, Jesus. So here's a funny one. My daughter, when she was, younger, she used to have this nasty habit of kind of like turning her feet almost pigeon-toed when she walked.
Mm-hmm.
So she would almost trip herself.
Jeez.
So I kept trying to get it corrected by telling her, make sure you pay attention how you walk and turn your feet straight. And she still wouldn't pay attention. She'd still be tripping on herself. So I would be the good dad, and I would kick her back heels together so she would almost trip. And eventually she started turning her feet the right way and stopped walking pigeon-toed.
There you go. Whatever works.
There's no place like home. Click, click, kick her heels together.
Holy shit.
He's working on a film called Clocks to apologize for wasting people's time when his current works. Okay, there was Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy. Okay, I wasn't sure if Chasing Amy had come out before Mallrats. I never liked Chasing Amy, though. I know a lot of people did. I hated it. What's going on, Parrot?
What's up?
Yeah, Roman candle fights. Go ahead.
I like Dogma.
Yeah, Dogma. That was one of the
mind
last ones I thought it was all right.
94, Mallrats 95.
I fucking hated Dogma. Oh my god! You want to put a movie in it? You want to put someone in a movie to ruin it for me? Get Matt Damon. I automatically hate that fucking movie.
It's funny. I normally don't like that guy either, but I liked him in the Bourne movies.
Well, I liked Saving Private Ryan, and yes, I did like. I liked Good Will Hunting, but not for him. I thought I like Good Will Hunting because Robin Williams was great.
Yeah, he was fantastic in that.
Yes, Robin Williams.
Yep. Speaking of someone who played video games all the time.
Yeah, dig it. I had a kid come into my office for x-rays, found an unrelated artifact in his hand. I called it. It was a BB that he was not supposed to play with. He got busted for using a BB gun and hiding it. Chasing Amy was in 97. Boy. Okay.
That kid hit it in. That's bad.
Yes, Luffy, yes. My parental advice. Kick him. They'll learn.
That works for everyone, I think.
My elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. It's not supposed to. That's where all the trouble starts. Dogma 1999.
Yeah. Well, I only saw it like once or 1.5 times. I don't know. I only saw it. I didn't see it in theaters.
All right. Yes, I do agree with you, Papa. She was, but that's not. Still, I couldn't stand that movie. Matt Damon sucks. I hate Matt Damon.
See, I feel
I
that.
remember Draven talking about this one. I still refuse to watch it.
Yeah, I won't see that either. Yeah, out of the two of them, I like Matt Damon better than Ben Affleck. That's for sure. Ben Affleck is like the goofiest son of a bitch.
I could give or take Ben Affleck. I don't really have a strong opinion on Ben Affleck. He doesn't anger me when he shows up on screen the way Matt Damon does.
Yeah, well,
I
right
like
now,
him.
I don't like either of them, but if I had to pick the lesser of two evils, it was Matt Damon when he was younger, and now he's unbearable in every fucking sense of the word. What did you say, Trina?
I like Ben Affleck's acting.
Tommy, can I kick her?
What about Casey Affleck?
You can try.
I don't like him at all, and it got
Well, I
worse
mean,
when people started calling him Batfleck.
See, I could I could do it. See,
Damn it! Can't do that. It's not cool.
Oh, she pushed the button. She's like, you could try. Okay, that was an invitation.
I mean, I could understand if you would ask her.
Are you high?
Yeah, I don't know. Affleck just since I saw him in that what was it, that after school special with the steroids, and he's got like the bleeding gums, and
Yeah,
tried to
yeah,
beat up
the
his girlfriend.
family, the one of the families in crisis.
Yeah, I hated him
episodes.
from that moment.
That's right. I always forget that he was the fucking the steroid abusing football player. That's right.
Yeah,
He beat the shit out of his girlfriend.
and that's what I see every time he pops up on screen.
Did you see the clip of him throwing a fit when they found out he was descended from slave owners? He was doing a virtue signaling thing, and then
Oh
they
wow.
found out he's descended from slave owners, and he.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's very horrible with fans. Very, very bad.
Well, it was some interview thing, and he threw a fit and demanded they take down the clip and blah blah blah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
it backfired on him, the whole damn thing.
this is where you confuse what I'm saying. I'm not saying I like him as personally like
Oh
him.
yeah. You like his acting, you said.
Yeah. There's most actors I don't like. I would never even like say hi to them.
Mhm.
But as far as their acting, I feel like that's a different story.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I agree.
It was requested. The chat keeps requesting that one.
It's a good one. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Frankie No says it's an inflection.
I mean, the guy wouldn't even work out for the Batman Superman movie. They had they used like a stand-in. I knew someone who was on set, and they said he was all slobby and shit, and they put his head digitally in someone else's body. That's just shitty on every level.
Lurch, I can't judge people. I thought Jar Jar Binks was funny.
You know what, Vinny? He should have went back to the steroids for that thing.
He should have.
You know what though? All right, everyone, before that movie even came out, everyone's complaint was Batfleck. I watched that movie. He was the least of that movie's problems. He was, he was, everything else in that movie outshadowed him playing Batman.
Dude, everything was just so bad in that movie.
I'm sorry, that fucking jackass playing Lex Luthor. I wanted to fucking kick in my TV screen.
Yeah.
God awful.
I can't stand the whole Snyderverse. Awful.
And on top of it, you had someone like Bryan Cranston that was red hot coming off of Breaking Bad, and you don't get him as Lex Luthor? What kind of...
Yeah, when the word came out that it was going to be Jesse Eisenberg, people were posting memes that said, "We said Heisenberg, not Eisenberg."
I remember that. That was great.
The fan films on YouTube are better Batmans.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah, there's a friend of mine who does one of them. He did the Batman versus Darth Vader. Kevin Porter.
Christian Bale was a better Batman.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought Christian Bale was great as Bruce Wayne. I'll say that much.
Yeah. Well, the first two movies he was good. By the third one,
his voice got really, really silly.
Well, I also like in the third one where he's by himself and he does that voice. Never knew how it feels like. When Catwoman does the disappearing act, like no one's around you. You don't have to disguise your voice fucking more.
Yeah, I said the same thing when I saw that part.
What was with that stupid scratchy voice?
Again,
just a gimmick.
It got worse.
He spent too much time in the theater during a Disney movie with his head in the popcorn bucket.
Oh no!
Does anyone know that comedian
Sultan
Pete
his vocal
Holmes?
cords.
Yes, Pete Holmes is fantastic.
Have you ever seen when he does the Christian Bale Batman impersonation?
Yeah, we played it on a couple of the
Did you see the one where it's called Batman Finds His Voice?
I might have seen that one. That was a while ago.
It shows you how he got his voice like this because he was trying out a bunch of different voices. He started talking like this, and the guy is like, "Wait, what the hell are you doing?" He's like, "It's supposed to be a bat, like bat, high pitched sonar." And the guy,
I did see that. Yeah.
Eventually, he does so many voices that his throat gets messed up, and then he starts talking like this.
Yep, that was great. But I mean, like technically, yeah, it does make sense. Well, like I said, at least for the first movie, that he's trying to disguise his voice. That makes sense without doing any kind of synthesized nonsense.
Well, it didn't make sense when he used the same voice for Lucius Fox. When I was talking to him, he used his Batman voice. I'm like, come on, you're not fooling him. He knows you're Bruce Wayne, man.
True. But that comes down to the writing.
Yeah. This guy sees your face every day, buddy. He knows who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, he made his suit. He knows how long he is in the crotch.
Yeah. Probably touched him below when he was measuring. Fondled them.
He's like, Mr. Wayne.
Lucius Fox touched little Bruce.
Well, little Bruce.
What up, RR? Bale was a decent Batman after seeing Michael Keaton in the Batsuit in The Flash. He would be great to play Batman in a direct adaptation of Batman: The Return of the Dark Knight.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And they need to do it soon. He's not getting any younger, though.
You don't say.
like a Batman Beyond, where they bring the new kid in, but he's the old Batman or something.
Everyone they've said that a million times. It's just these studios are fucking retarded. And again, they won't give you what you want because Hollywood's shit. And they're always going to be shit.
Viola Davis will get it. She'll get it.
It's a me. It's a Batman. What's going on, Time Prophet?
I did it the other night over on the ETAPS.
I want an R-rated Batman, just a standalone Batman with a Man-Bat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a proper horror Batman.
That'd be great.
You know what I would have liked to have seen when DC was actually putting out halfway decent content before they seemed to be going down the Marvel drain? Is I wish they would have did a little bit more with that Swamp Thing series that they started working on. Because that one looked like it had a lot of promise. And yeah,
it sucked though. I watched it when I had COVID. Oh,
this is why I'm saying I wish they would have did more with it. It had the look at first, but like the storylines just went like nowhere.
It made no fucking sense. None of it did. It was shit.
Did they reboot
had good
that?
visuals. What was that?
Did they reboot that?
I
remember the old Swamp Thing.
A few years ago, DC,
a
when they
TV
had their own
series.
streaming service, they put out a couple of original shows, and Swamp Thing was one of them. And that was kind of screwed to begin with because they whittled down the amount of episodes they were going to have for that season. So, like, they were basically announcing that they're already not going to have another season before that season was even over.
Yeah. It sucks.
Did DC ever have in the comics Man-Bat versus Dracula?
I don't know.
Oh, that I don't.
Marvel used Dracula.
Yeah.
I
don't
know they did do a Batman versus Dracula at some point.
Yeah, I know they did
Animated
that.
movie.
Yeah. But of course, they also had Dracula in the Tomb of Dracula, and that's where you're first introduced to Blade. And he looked a lot different than he wound up looking in the movies and later on in the comics.
Yep.
I do have one of those old Tomb of Draculas. Matter of fact, I think it might even be number one because it was weird because they were like a magazine sized. They weren't comic sized.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool, and they do different formats.
Yeah, Marvel had, what was it, Dracula and Werewolf by Night.
Yes.
Werewolf by Night, I think that was the one where Moon Knight was introduced.
I think so.
I recall, right? That's the kind of like the origin of Moon Knight. He popped up in Werewolf by Night or something first, or something. I think something like that. I don't really.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not that well versed in appearances.
Another character, like everybody associates Sabretooth with Wolverine, but he first shows up in Iron Fist.
Power Man and Iron Fist, yeah. Yes, Power Man. It's not Luke Cage, Power Man.
Yep. Yeah, his
With
bandana.
the yellow disco shirt.
Yep.
Moon Knight is the guy who has a really crap Cockney accent that doesn't sound like any British person. Papa Cotton is recommending against sobriety. I know Etep and Tony are getting ready to run wrestling, an old school wrestling stream.
Yeah.
Are you heading over for that, Vinny?
Yeah, I'll be jumping over there.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start closing out now. We're going to try to send everybody, guys, if you want to go over and watch some old school wrestling, or I don't know if they can actually watch the wrestling or they just hear them talking about it. I forget how ETEP's doing it. But guys, if you want to stop by and hear about that, check out the Place to Be Reviews channel. See what they got going on. Which old WWF event is it? Was it No Mercy, I think?
I think that's the one. Because I don't know, they swapped out like the one we were going to watch last week because the order of them would be kind of screwed up. So we watched the one that was going to lead into, like, I think, this one. But yeah, I never saw them when they originally happened because I never had pay-per-views for all that stuff. I never got them.
Well, we're gonna go around the panel. We're gonna give everybody a chance to plug their channel and just let them know what you got going on very quickly. So we're gonna.
I have a comment on wrestling, or rather a question, right?
Okay.
Why are men who's wearing nothing but underpants? Why are they being rewarded a belt?
That will be a question that will be answered during the wrestling stream.
You know me, but I don't remember smelling you before. Who are you and where do you come from?
Oh, me? Okay. You can find me at on Rumble. You just search for Tree Rock Creations. It'll come up with all of my videos, and I got a couple of channels. My main channel is Tree Rock Creations, but when you search for Tree Rock Creations, the Strange Mendacities will come up. That's basically mashups. I'm trying to do just mashups on that channel. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to that channel. And I have score swaps, which basically I take cuts of movies and I take the music out of it and the sound because it's easier to mix music to videos without the sound and music that's already in those cuts. Like, for instance, the Marvel movies, I cut up some action scenes and I put the action scenes to some other music, orchestra music mostly. Those are not too popular. I don't expect too many people to watch those. I just did those because those were fun. But the Strange Mendacities are going to be doing some more mashups. And I'm going to be releasing another channel soon called Curious Cuts, where I cut scenes from movies and make kind of a parody out of them, or spoofs or something like that. Try to get people to laugh and just have a good time. Remember when we used to have fun in the 80s and 90s? That's what I miss.
That's right, man. That's awesome.
Hey, Tree Rock, thanks for joining us, man. I hope that you had some fun.
Oh, I did, and I'm a little bit more relaxed now. I still have some audio issues I need to get worked out, but as long as I concentrate on it, I should be able to figure it out. It just takes time.
Awesome. Hey, well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to move on over.
Such heroic nonsense.
Hey, my channel doesn't do anything. Don't worry about that. Just keep yourselves safe. Keep your family safe. Love everyone, but never sell your sword. Okay, that's all. Just take care of what matters to you. Everybody out there.
Damn right. You're damn right, Brutal. Hey, buddy, thanks for joining us. I'm glad you had a chance to jump on.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I had a chance to breathe air that was not next to a toddler for a little while.
There's nice green on your pants. All right, now we're going to move on over.
He says that he's an a-hole, but he's not, and I'm quoting him here, 100% a dick.
Hi. Yeah, I'm just 98% dick. But yeah, doing a top 10 with Mara tomorrow. Top 10 comic book characters, no dicks and no a-holes, but we like them anyway. And remember, don't stick your hand in strange popcorn buckets, and not everything you find that's salty in a popcorn bucket is actual salt. Keep that in mind.
Nice way to end out, Steve. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
You're welcome.
All right, we're going to roll it on over.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
Hey, thanks for letting me chill, Tommy. This is always fun. Yeah, like I said before, this weekend we're going to be watching The Warriors and then having a discussion about it. One of the greatest movies ever.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to have to make sure I get extra sleep so I don't get tired at midnight again.
Yeah,
it's been plaguing me for a freaking week and almost a week and a half, I think, at this point. But yeah, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah,
guys, be sure to sub to everybody on the panel and check out their channels and everything. Now we're going to swing on over.
We're waiting. Hey everyone, I'm gonna go hop over on Etep's channel, and we're gonna watch grown men half naked fighting for a belt to keep up their underwear. It's gonna be glorious.
It's the classic stuff. It's the 90s, so the Attitude Era. But yeah, and then Thursday we're actually going to be doing one of the toy streams. I'll be hosting it, so come check out my channel. And yeah, we'll have a blast. I'm sure we'll have some great people on. A good chunk of people who are here. So that's always a plus. And Friday we should be doing the Friday Underground stream as usual. I am working on a couple different things right now, including a cover to Volume 3 art book. So yeah, don't worry, guys. There's going to be some cool stuff coming your way soon. I'm hoping to launch that campaign towards the end of next month, somewhere around there. And I am still working on City of Venus too. Just I want to get out another cool art book before we get all the way through with City of Venus too, because it's still a lot of work, but trust me, guys, it's going to be worth the wait. And again, I'm not asking for anyone's money yet on that project, and so I'm not launching it yet. I'm not like those scumbags that make you wait and wait and wait after they take your money. Nope, that's not me. If you want some good stuff, my books ship immediately, so jump on them. City of Venus 1's still available. Those first two art books available on that campaign. We got Shadow of the Kraken, and of course we have Through the Woods, and finally hit 800 books sold on Through the Woods. So thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting all the projects. You guys and girls are awesome. Thank you, Tommy, and everyone on panel, everyone in chat. Have an awesome night.
Thanks, Vinny. I appreciate it as always, man. Guys, be sure to check out all the stuff. It's all listed down in the comments, or should I say down in the description down below. And of course, ladies last, because I'm sure she's got a lot to say.
Jesus, it's only the biggest goddamn hole in the world.
Well, thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun as usual. Yeah, tomorrow at 7 p.m. on my channel, Real Horror, we'll be doing The Crow, so that should be fun. Yeah, otherwise I'll be on Tommy's or Vinny's channel, and I hope you all have a great night.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk some more about what you got going on for October.
Well, just basically, like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing more like Halloween themed movies for the month of October, and then on actual Halloween, because Tommy was awesome and gave me his streaming day, which is actual Halloween this year. Nice. I'm psyched about that because I missed Halloween last year on my channel, but yeah, we'll be doing Halloween 1 and 2, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh,
yeah, pleasure. It was a pleasure to be here.
It's always a pleasure to have everybody up here. Everybody that comes in gets to hang out with us. They're good people. I don't invite assholes onto my stream unless it's me. I'm the only asshole that gets a pass on this stream every single week. But guys, thank you everybody that's been hanging out in the chat with us, and everybody that's been adding to the conversation. And you know what? You all are amazing. Thank you for being here. You have plenty of time in the world, but how much do you really have time to spend here on YouTube and listen to other people talk? And you chose to hang out with us. I really do appreciate that. I hope that you have an awesome evening, a pleasant night and a spectacular tomorrow. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. And we will catch you next time. And we're going to go out on this. Fuck you, Disney.
Zombies are coming. Get ready, everyone.